Games I gave up on. This is risky for me. You might end up disliking the video, unsubscribe, or leave a comment saying I look like a fat Mr. Beast.
Nice.
That actually happened before. A friend of mine even responded to that by saying, Mr. Feast. I need new friends. Or you're gonna loathe me entirely. To the point where you turn up outside my house with a pitchfork in hand, ready to send me to the depths of hell, a place where you think I belong. Or you agree. If that's you, I like you. I like you very much. Be my friend and let's fight people in the comments, yeah? Yeah? Do you have games that you angrily put away forever, shamefully gave up on? Let me know in the comments below and I'll get back to you with words of encouragement and understanding. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, Lexitan Gaming here, you there, and today we're gearing up for some judgment because these are the games I gave up on. I'll be going through some of your favorite games, why I dropped them, why I likely never go back to them. Sound like fun? Yeah? Okay, so let's start big, shall we? Elden Ring. I bloody tried, okay? Now this one, I'm not gonna say this one's forever, I'm not gonna say this one's 100%. But right now in my head it is forever. And yes, because it's hard. But also because I just didn't really care all that much. Maybe I need to play a Soulsborne game by From Software that is an open world first to get my head around the mechanics and then ponder out into the vast land that Elden Ring really is. If you're unfamiliar, doubt you are if you clicked on this video, From Software is the developer behind Elden Ring and the other Soulsborne games as I just mentioned. These games are renowned for their dark atmosphere, gritty personalities, and yeah, their difficulty. Like real difficulty. I tried Demon Souls a few years ago, got eviscerated, never wanted to try again. But as Elden Ring came out, every single person underneath the sun was banging on about this new open world RPG, game of the frickin' century by the sounds of it. So I fell victim of peer pressure. And by that, I mean me putting pressure onto myself to play something I probably won't be into. Just because everyone else is. Learned the hard way, I guess. But I can also add that this game looks, sounds, feels phenomenal. And I definitely see the hype and love that surrounds Elden Ring. It just wasn't for me. At least at the time. Maybe one day. The next game on the list is actually one that kind of hurts my soul because it's slowly becoming one of my favorite franchises of all time. I don't want to do this. But yeah, I just couldn't get along with this. It's Metroid Prime Remastered. Just kept getting stuck all the time. And guys, I've played through Metroid games, okay? I've played through Super Metroid, Metroid Dread, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. All of those games were an amazing experience and I just didn't feel the same about Metroid Prime. And I don't really know why, because if we're being honest, I think Super Metroid is probably harder in parts than Metroid Prime. Like, it's harder to play, harder to figure out where to go in the grand scheme of things. Well, I guess not, actually. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But yeah, this one sucks, because I love Metroid. And I just want to play more of the series. So maybe I will one day, if they ever release the Prime trilogy on the Switch too. Oh. That would be cool, but for now, Metroid Prime is in my pile of shame. Shame, shame, shame! If you haven't already, please subscribe for more videos of me hating myself. They're coming, that's for sure. It's bloody inevitable at this point. I've already spoken about this one, so I'll keep it fairly brief, but Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption 2 is next. And this is probably the one I'm gonna get the most hate for. So guys, look, I can definitely appreciate the game, obviously. I played 20 hours and I liked it. Just not enough to play another 20 odd hours. I thought the story was great, the characters were intriguing, the world building, the graphics were fantastic. I hated traveling with the horse.
What did he say?
I've always been like that with games. I'm not 100% sure why. Maybe it's because, you know, I grew up playing GTA and driving a car is just so much easier. But I'd literally rather sprint or walk than take the horse half the time. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me, to be honest. But yeah, not a fan. But that's not the only reason. It just, in general, it didn't grip me enough to keep me going. But I did enjoy what I played and the missus loved it to death, so maybe I'm the problem. Up next is The Walking Dead, and my God, did I enjoy playing this. I think we got to season 2. I think. And while going into season 2, it was just a bad time for me personally. And just one of those games I had to stop during a burnout. Burnout, you say? Wait till the end to see my video regarding that. So I don't know, it kind of just has this like weird taint to it now. I loved what I played, the story, of course set in a pretty messed up version of the world, with infected walkers just ready to gobble you up like Grandma's Sunday dinner. The characters were outstanding. Clementine obviously was my number one, but the small gripe I had was it's a Telltale game, right? Multiple choice answers, and what you choose, the decisions you make, it affects the story. Now, I like this concept. I love Life is Strange, Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, all great games. However, in this one, I felt like more than the others, whatever I chose didn't exactly mean the outcome that I wanted, if that makes sense. Like, I choose to do something to save this character, but then by doing that something, it causes something else to fall on their head and kill them. I just felt tricked. And for me, that happened way too often. Again, a small gripe, because overall, I had a good time playing the game, I really enjoyed it. But I couldn't imagine carrying on. It's a very strange feeling. Next up, we got Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I don't even have it anymore. I don't have it. Now here's one I actually did hate. Sorry, Bellman. Yeah, I really, just wasn't for me, this one. And I put a good amount of time into it. A JRPG with British voice acting is usually my bread and butter, but this was just not it for me. The characters didn't speak to me, and the story, well, I can't remember it. So that kind of says it all. What I do remember is me not having a Scooby what the hell that battle system was. Now, me being stupid is definitely a possibility. Let's go to Raccoon City.
Oh, brother!
But I've heard such good things about all of the games from this series. So the series itself isn't on the ban list, but number 2 definitely is. I just want a Xenogears 2 at this point. Before I get to number 1, are you liking this video? Would you like to see a part 2? If so, like it. If I get to 50 likes, I'll make a part 2 for this list. To embarrass myself even further. How fun. And finally for today, the last game we're going to talk about, it's Call of Duty. I've got Modern Warfare 2 here, but I mean the franchise as a whole. Yeah. I guess we'll start off with some of the reasons why I did. I used to love Call of Duty, and peer pressure was the start of it. Of course. I used to play all my retro stuff when Call of Duty Modern Warfare came out. And then World at War came out with the zombies, and everyone was talking about it at school. I was fine with my N64, my Dreamcast, you know? But then a little known game called Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out. I've covered this fairly recently on my Christmas video, if you want to check that out at the end too. But yeah, to summarise, I gave in that year. I got a PS3 and I was one of the boys with a headset, yeah! I was, of course, terrible. I didn't know whether to wind my ass or scratch my watch, but I really enjoyed playing with my pals from school and being involved in the fun of it all. Because let's not get it twisted, boy oh boy was it fun. Every day, after school for hours on end. I even started to get up an hour earlier for school, just so I could play some team deathmatch before maths class. And after that I was hooked. I bought the next game in the franchise every year. Black Ops 2 Ghosts Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3 Infinite Warfare, World War 2, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare again, Black Ops Cold War, and that was it for me. No way am I going through all of those individually, mainly because into my head they all gel as one, which is one of the reasons why I gave up on the series. They would try to change things up. Of course, Modern Warfare with the Battle Royale Warzone was huge for the series, and I understand that, but I've had my fill. There was no need for more on my end. The magic was gone. The days of playing with friends after school was gone. You know, people grow up. They have jobs with different shift patterns. They have marriages, they have kids. Playing on your own is alright, I guess, but it's not what drew me into the series. The memories you've created with friends that you may not even speak to anymore will still last a lifetime. and trying to relive those days is near impossible at this point, but I'll always cherish those memories. And the 360 no-scope of high-rise building. Hey, here are those videos I mentioned previously. Click on either and I'll see you there. Discord's in the middle if you want to join, just scan the code. Cheers.